What's up, everybody? This is DeWitt Scott, Student Success Specialist at Moraine Valley Community College, coming to you with my daily reading room where I do a video review for one book for every single day of the 2022-23 academic school year. And this is my first video, and the first book that I want to break down for the series is a book entitled From Pieces to Weight by 50 Cent. And From Pieces to Weight is an autobiographical book written by 50 Cent, published 2005, right when his rap career was sort of just really taking off. But it is a book that talks about his childhood and his upbringing in Queens, New York. And a lot of what is written in the book is sort of tied to his debut album, which really took off and sold over 10 million copies. The debut album was entitled Get Rich or Die Trying. And then he created a movie right after he released the album. Released the album in 2003, then he came out with the movie shortly after, Get Rich or Die Trying. And then this book here, From Pieces to Weight. And all three of those, sort of the album, the movie, and the book, all sort of tied together in a certain way. I think this here is probably as close to the most factual of the three. And in here, he talks about growing up in Queens in his grandmother and grandfather's house, the challenges that he faced as just a kid in poverty, not really working out academically and sort of getting into the streets. And then he sort of went into a whole entire career, per se, as a drug dealer. He talks about what it was like to be a drug dealer selling crack in the streets in Queens, how that affected his life, the crime, the violence, and everything that he encountered, and then how he used those experiences to become a rapper, right? And he felt that rap was a lot safer in terms of his goal of becoming famous and making money as opposed to selling drugs. So he started his rap career. That had his ups and downs because he had the rap career started while he was still in the street. I think the biggest story that came out of all of that throughout that time is that he reported how he was shot 9 times and how that sort of changed everything for him. But then the book sort of ends as he gets into his rap career and sort of takes off and becomes who we know today as 50 Cent. But the book is really good because, again, it has that autobiographical nature. It's tied into this sort of thread about who he is and where he comes from and how it affects his raps and things like that. So it's a really, really good book. As I said, rich in information about a person that we sort of know nowadays as a sort of personality. But this here sort of gets to the heart of who he is at that childhood and that upbringing. The movie's a little bit more fictional. The rap album is a little bit more sensational. But this here seems to have a little bit more grounded in reality, at least from what I could tell. But I recommend it to anybody who wants to check it out. It's called From Pieces to Weight, published in 2005 by 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying. Daily reading room. Be on the lookout for more videos as we come more content moving forward. Daily reading room, DeWitt Scott. Pieces to Weight. Check it out.